Hello and welcome back. This is HLessJon playing Horizon with my alternate quest lines game. Welcome back to episode 2 of my series. I am trying very hard to sneak my way towards Jamaica Plains without getting slaughtered by a variety of different horrible bad monsters that live in the wilderness. My goal is to perhaps maybe free Jamaica Plains from whatever horrible monsters happen to be living there currently.
Mankind is a clever species, especially when it comes to war. Pipe guns and other improvised firearms are an example of our ingenuity. Engineering tools for killing in the absence of professionally made ones. Zip guns and other firearms of this type were a plague in the pre-war United States, particularly among the street gangs of Detroit. The nuclear war did nothing to dampen our enthusiasm for killing or engineering the tools to do it. Modern pipe guns are far more versatile and capable than their pre-war ancestors and represent some of the most versatile weapons on the market. Enough to suit even the greatest of gun nuts. Although crude, pipe guns of our time can accept almost any conventional caliber, from the .38 caliber to the mighty .50 caliber, can be outfitted with a wide variety of optics and are cheaply manufactured by almost anyone with rudimentary machining skills.
Woohoo, made it! Okay. Hopefully I can get some sneakage in here. Yeah. That looks like... Okay. Melee is awesome, in case you were wondering. Oh. I'm not going to pick things up off the ground. I'm going to turn this into a colony. Ergo, if it's a colony...
Humans might be social animals who favor cooperation over competition, but there are enough people who seem to have missed the memo. Raiders are present far and wide across the wasteland, and the Commonwealth is no exception. Raider war bands with a variety of salvaged gear and improvised weapons are a common sight in and around Boston, following a broad variety of brutal, charismatic, or unusually intelligent leaders. The number, size, and location of Raider warbands changes rapidly over time. All exist in a state of constant warfare with other factions and fellow Raider gangs, forming, breaking, and remaking alliances with each other, usually depending on the resources they control, be it beer from Beantown Brewery or food from a ration stockpile. However, trade caravans and settlements remain preferred targets for all Raider gangs across the Commonwealth. Some, like Bunker Hill, prefer to simply pay the raiders off, while others arm themselves to the teeth and hope for the best as they cross the wasteland.
Oh, lots and lots of radiation. Oh! Ow. Ow, I'm surprised I didn't get a limb injured. I do have to loot the bodies, but since I've turned this into a colony, things that are not actually in containers will zippy-doo-doo-dah magically appear in my
Ghouls already lead a hard life in the
my
wasteland,
settlement when I
beset
loot
by
the whole
prejudice
place.
from all sides. As if that wasn't enough, they can become feral, degenerating into a wild animal kept alive by radiation, interested only in slaughter and gorging itself on whatever it manages to kill. It's a fate worse than death. Why ghouls go feral is still not entirely understood. You'd think that after 2 centuries, we would know what causes it, so we could come up with a solution. Our best guess is that exposure to intense levels of ionizing radiation or other environmental factors cause a rapid degeneration of higher brain functions and regression into a primal feral state. Feral ghouls typically cluster in groups and attack whatever disturbs them, uttering a screech that lures other ghouls that will attack in turn. With the central nervous system atrophied, feral ghouls are not bound by human limiters on muscle use, making their strikes far more deadly. The process of ghoulification is sadly irreversible, and since they don't die out like humans do, feral ghoul populations have been a plague on the wasteland for centuries, from Necropolis to Boston. Social isolation seems to be a factor in causing a ghoul to go feral, although it's anyone's guess just how impactful it can be, as communities of ghouls are also known to suffer from their members going feral.
Wow. Alright, got some background information on the ghouls. Wish they were a little bit more socially isolated, so I wouldn't run into them as much, but you know. Alright, well, almost got the church cleared. Oh, I can't undo it yet. That's an adrenal injector. Adrenal, if you don't know, if you aren't familiar with Horizon, those are actually sort of worthless unless you have a companion, because they're like healing packs for companions, but they don't really work very well for you. Which actually, I have another mod that allows me to loot things out of crates.
As the resource crisis deepened, the United States' ability to deploy mechanized divisions eroded, spurring the development of technologies that would allow mechanized cavalry units to retain combat capability. Power armor started development in 2065, eventually becoming one of the greatest inventions of the pre-war world. Research, development, and countless failures paved the way for tremendous advances in military sciences, construction, and of course, nuclear fusion. As impressive as it might be, power armor could never hope to replace armored vehicles. It's the very first lesson we impart to initiates starting their training, who think they can wade into enemy fire and shrug off all but the heaviest blows like a tank. You are not a tank.
Huh.
Power armor was designed for its offensive capabilities. The frame, not the armor, is what makes it special, giving you the ability to carry heavy weapons into combat with ease. Protection from small arms is just a nice byproduct.
Gonna try to craft some stuff.
Take an armor-piercing round, and nobody will be keen on cleaning your power armor once you're poured out of it.
Yeah. No. Even though I need some adhesives to make...
N.Q.L remains the most popular beverage in the world. And while I prefer the taste of sunset sarsaparilla, I'm an outlier. Americans of the past, present, and likely the future love the sugar-laden soda created by John Caleb Bradburton all the way back in 2044. Within a year, vending machines popped up on every street corner and inside every building, sating the craving for sugar of the young and old alike. Bradburton didn't rest on his laurels, instead continuing to expand his company and its drink portfolio. He and his team of chemists, lovingly called beverageers, worked hard to create flavors for every kind of palate. And if someone beat them to it, or created a unique flavor on their own, Bradburton would buy them out, or steal, extort, and otherwise drive the company into ruin if he could not. It's only logical for someone like Bradburton to have a lair of his own. It took the form of an amusement park thought up by himself called N.Q.L. Opening in 2050, was a regular run-of-the-mill amusement park at first. Then Bradburton started expanding it, and as the nuclear holocaust loomed on the horizon, He offered his beverageers and their acumen to the military in return for technology and favors that would allow him to survive the war. Well, Brad Burton's nowhere to be found. Fruits of his collaboration with the military can be seen firsthand in the form of N.Q.L quantum imbued with a strontium isotope that makes it glow in the dark and enabled the creation of experimental chemical weapons, even more explosive mini-nukes, and durable power armor coatings. N.Q.L's power and influence translated into a vast legacy that we appreciate to this day. Perhaps the most lasting element is the venerable cat. Let's face it, the world is run by the almighty bottle cap. With pre-war money burnt or crumbling, the wasteland needed a currency that could survive time. Be hard to counterfeit and easy to carry. Bottle caps fit the bill perfectly and were adopted across the United States. Backed by water or anything else the traders controlling the currency deemed the right and easily manipulated.
Oh dear,
backing.
That's a lot of red dots. All right, well, this weapon is horrible. I'm just going to go out here and see what happens when I jump onto here. Where are you at? There they come. Let's see if I can get a couple of shots on the head. Headshots do seem to be the way to get rid of these. Oy, oy, oy. It's a lot of red. Okay, let's Alright. One shot should take that one down. He's almost dead. Maybe get lucky with that shot. Really? 5 shots to the head and I miss? Every one of them? Sometimes you wonder, sometimes you know. 2 more over there. Well, I gotta go over there and deal with this. Wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Oh. I think I'm dead. Yeah, 3 of them. And every time I hit something, it does this cam move, which is just horrible. And there's another one. See, look, he moves, and I don't even have time to do anything about it. I just really wish I could get rid of that. Okay, just so you know that there is a alternative death thing with Horizon, which I am not going to use, but I am going to load it up so that you can see that there is an alternative death scene. I think it's going to take me all the way up to, yeah, all up to Vault 111, because that is, technically speaking, the only vault area that I haven't visited. But, yeah, not going to be using it. What that alternate game load does is it sends you back to the last settlement you were supposedly supposedly at. Which in this situation is... I guess I officially haven't, because I did an alternative start, haven't really started. Then officially I haven't been to another place, so... Alright. Let's go for a headshot. You never know, I might get lucky. Be nice if I got lucky again, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, wow! Got it. Oh, I had 100 rounds starting out with, and this plinker, plink, plink, plink. Not exactly the death-defying causer of all doom and destruction. Let's see if I've picked up any new weapons. Nope. Switchblade. Fast, but it only does 12 damage. Mine is 16 damage. But that's 357. Does more damage. Let's make that 3, because I've got 12 rounds for it. Yeah. Why not? Also, there's that landmine when I get around to it. Just gotta find out where they are. Dead. There's a whole bunch of them in there. He's dead. One shot. He missed me. Oh. That was, wow. Does that count if I hit like that? Nope. Well, that is obviously an error. That, a bad error. Let's crack this thing open real quick. I have a item that allows me to see what the actual password is real quick, because I just don't want to goof around with. Two units.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Now I just have to stay alive long enough for these guys to kill the monsters and not me.
Protect.
Alright, well, maybe get our weapon out. Pull it over here. So that the robots can kill it. Huh. Oh, I got the hit off before it did. Please, 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 please. I think so. That one was a little closer than I like to be. Okay. Okay. Still alive. Huh. Yeah, he said to himself. At level 4, it would be a good idea to clear the entire village. No problems there. That sounds like a great idea. Why don't we do that? Really? Running out of ammo here. Really? Made me shoot at that guy 6 times. And I hit him every time. This weapon's terrible. And I can't really see a significant difference between headshots and body shots. And there's the last of my 9mm. I literally have no choice but to kill everything here and take their stuff, because if I don't, I won't be able to continue, because I won't be able to... Alright. I think I'm going to try to use my bottle cap mine here. Alright, before I go in here, I think I'm going to end the episode. And I will see you next time. We'll clear out this building and try to build an actual settlement. Until then, this is HLessJon playing Horizon and Fallout 4, and I will see you around.